Hi, in this lesson we're going to look at how to change the final conclusion of an argument graph. So I'm going to find the example lesson. The example lesson is it reasonable to believe in life after death? Now here's the last stage of that lesson. You can see the entire argument graph. And the final conclusion is down here. Now, this argument, like many of the arguments in Endoxa, has both pro arguments and con arguments. That means pro are for the final conclusion, con are against it. They're counter arguments. And we leave those standing, so it's up to you to decide which ones that you want to support and which ones you want to attack. Therefore, the lesson is left with the truth value of the final conclusion being unknown. That's this grey colour. So let's go to the last stage, the E stage, E for edit, where you can change things. Now, what happens if you simply change this? Well, if you make it true, it will be conflicted, because there's a con argument that's against it. And if you make it false, the same thing happens, because there's several pro arguments for it. That's the reason the truth value is unknown. So let's zoom out and look at the whole argument graph and the arguments in it. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pro arguments and 1 con argument. And we also have these counter arguments that are undermining this pro argument. So this one has been defeated already. If I want to make this final conclusion true, then what I need to do is undermine this con argument with the red arrow. If I want to make this final conclusion false, then I'm going to have to undermine all of these, this one, and this one of the pro arguments. I'm going to do the first of these simply because it's going to be quicker. So what I need to do is to put this con argument, the one with the red arrow, out of action. Simplest way to do this is simply to disagree with one of the premises. Once I've done that, there's only pro arguments left, and that means I can change my final conclusion to true. So now the overall graph is telling me that the final conclusion is true. I have support from all of the pro arguments and I've defeated the con argument. Now, of course, you could do this the other way round by keeping the con argument and defeating all of the pro arguments. That's the end of this lesson.